Hey, Aaron from Superior Singing Method. I want to teach you how to develop your lower head voice. And that does not sound very sexy. So let me tell you why we're wanting to develop the lower head voice. The lower part of your head voice is what mixes with the chest voice to create a nice, powerful mixed voice, which is the voice, the sound, the resonant big full sound that you're hearing from your favorite artists on the radio and wherever else, right? So this is to get, the goal is to be able to sing big, powerful, resonant notes. The daily kind of work thing, one of the things is to strengthen that lower head voice, right? So not sexy, but very beneficial. Here we go. What is the low head voice? Where is the low head voice, right? It's different for everybody. Like I'm speaking in my chest voice. We all speak in our chest voice, but the head voice is up here. The chest voice is down here. So the low head voice is somewhere. If you ever used to watch SpongeBob, that Patrick Starfish, you'd be like, "Hi, SpongeBob. Hi, SpongeBob." That's the low head voice area, right? You're never going to sing like that, but I'm just kind of demoing, just giving you an idea what that is. It's kind of a cartoony sound, but that's where the notes sit right there that we want to strengthen that area in order for the chest to have something to mix with so we can ultimately have what we want, which is what? A strong, resonant, powerful voice, especially in the higher notes, because we've already got the ones in the lower notes. Okay. Also, Yogi Bear, it's so old. You 100% probably don't even know who that is. But Yogi Bear, the cartoon, his son was Boo. He'd be like, "Hey, yo, Boo Boo, you're smarter than the average bear." So that's the same thing. That's a low head voice, kind of right in that area. So the cool thing about the exercise I'm going to give you in order to strengthen this, and kind of these ideas like, "Hey, SpongeBob," all that stuff, that kind of feeling of where the larynx sits in your throat and what your throat does when you're doing that. What it does is it lowers the larynx. Now, when we sing, we don't want the larynx way down here, right? That's ridiculous, but we don't want it up here either, because when the larynx is high, it squeezes that air, it gets that squeezy, that sound that we don't want. So what we want is for the larynx to be basically neutral to slightly lower. And so what this exercise is going to help us lower it, because when we go up, it naturally wants to go up, so these exercises will help us maintain it toward a neutral, lower kind of position, which is what we want. So here the exercise is like a muh, like like a M-U-H kind of muh. And the muh sound you can add to any of the exercises that you normally do. If you have my Superior Singing Method, you have tons of exercises you can choose from. You can just add this muh sound to whatever it is. I mean, one is the mum. You can certainly add the mum to that, because that's almost exactly what mum is. But even stuff like nays or something, you can do like na 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 na, that kind of sound. That's going to lower the larynx. So practice that with any song or scale. So, I'm talking about scales, but you can also sing songs like that, which will sound annoying, but also this is just an exercise. We're not trying to, use our exercises as the actual singing. So, that's it for that. Click the link below. I've got a quiz for you. Find out where your number one singing killer is, and then I'll send you a free video to help you correct that number one singing killer, because what I find is that these singing killers can kind of function as a bottleneck. So click the link below for that. Also, I just wanted to say a note on vocal exercises and just life in general is that the faster we make the connection between work and fun, the faster we're going to get the things we want in our life. Not all work is fun, and that's not what I'm saying, but the connection between work that is challenging and good and in an area that we enjoy to some degree, when we work and challenge ourselves in that area, that's where happiness and fun come. That's the intersection of happiness and fun. I feel like we've lost a lot of that in our culture. We think that like pleasure and relaxation and, a life of vacations and margaritas is where happiness is. But do that for a week or two or a month and watch how fun that does not become and how boring that actually is. There's something inside of us that when we're doing work that challenges us and is exciting and is contributing something to the world and to other people, that's where true fun and true happiness and a true sense of purpose and fulfillment come from, okay? So how does that apply to our vocal exercises? The vocal exercises, the idea is oh, it's so fun to do vocal exercises. But when you do them and you challenge yourself and your voice is getting better and you do them over time, over a period of time, and your voice starts getting better and better and you start growing and you start, a lot of this happiness and fulfillment comes from growth. This is where it's coming from. So think of the discipline of doing vocal exercises as an on-ramp to joy, an on-ramp to happiness, an on-ramp to purpose, an on-ramp to fulfillment, not this boring thing that I have to do. Once we start doing it and we do this work and we get better, there's a whole sense of joy that becomes generative, that's creating more joy and creating more fun, and we're better singers. And it's just that the fun is, for example, if I'm like, hey, why don't you go have fun playing the piano for a while? The fun you have playing that piano will only depend on how much work you've done on the piano in the years before that. Does that make sense? Same thing with singing. Like, having fun singing is not just like, it's not as fun if you haven't been doing it and your voice isn't developed. But if you do the work to develop it, then it's amazing fun to sing and it's amazing fun to play an instrument. But it takes that work and that discipline. So anyway, click the link below, find out where your number one singing killer is. Notification bell, I'm doing a bunch of videos now. Leave me comments because I always want to know what kind of content that you guys want to see. Smash the like button if you like this video. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.